So Gene,
When you just wake up?
yeah, the dream, man. My life hasn't been going too great right now. Just depressing the fact that I flip patties at McDonald's. I make slightly over minimum wage.
I know what you mean now.
I miss the days when I shot WrestlingInSession. Just stress-free life, doing something I loved.
Absolutely. I mean, wrestling was one of your passions. I was a huge fan way back in the day, and still kind of a fan today.
Absolutely.
Hey man, what do you think about filming it now?
Jeez, it's been so long. I don't know how to entertain the fans, but why the hell not? And you know what? We're back. It's me, Chris.
And I'm Gene Black, the new co-host of WrestlingInSession.
And this is Wrestling in Session. You know what? I'm super to be back. I can't believe, I just wake up from a dream thinking about it, and sure enough, we're back. Anyway, thank you to all the people who've been loyal, even up to these few last months. And we've been gone for over a year, I haven't made an episode. Sure, me and Jay did a little stint saying goodbye to it, but, I can't live my life without, talking shit about people. Wrestling and just
Wrestling in Session.
Wrestling in Session. Sorry, thank you, Gene.
Yeah.
And, it's just something I love, and to all the people, all the subscribers, the fans, etc. Thank you for sticking by our side, and not leaving us. And you know what? I promise you, we're not going away. Sounds that sounds like something that Rock said. I'm never going away. Tonight it's November 20th, 2011. A very special night in wrestling. It's Survivor Series, which is the return of The Rock. It's been over 8 years. I'm thrilled about it, but the one thing that's been kind of getting me with The Rock is how he says he's back, never going away. We only see him still a few times a year. And what do you think about that, Gene?
I was extremely disappointed when he stopped way back to do movies. He claims to be the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, but if you're really that, why do movies instead? I mean, I get the money thing. I get that's why he's in the industry, and not that I don't like the movies. Walking Tall is one of my favorites, but at the same time, if wrestling really is your passion and you claim to be, again, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, why leave, right?
Yeah, the money comes into play. I'm not a John Cena fan, but I do respect the guy. He's done movies, but he didn't leave. It's something that he loves, and The Rock claims he loves it. I'm sure he does, and like he said in a recent video dissing John Cena, he said he's good. He doesn't have to do this. He's already got the money. But you know what? People are dying to see you. Let that flatter you to come back. Yeah, it's great that you're coming back tonight for Survivor Series, but we want to see you more often. We understand WWE road schedules like, I don't know, you're on the road at least 300 days a year, which is hectic, but we're not saying do that, but for some of the people, give them a few more matches, not just this one in WrestleMania. We want to see you more because, you were my favorite wrestler as a kid growing up, and it's a shame. It's a shame that, I've seen you gone for all these years, but...
And another thing is about wrestling today is that, these guys leave and they used to, I feel like there used to be so much more spirit in how things ran in the WWE. And, The Rock comes back and it's just, they put it all over the place. And I get it's for ratings, but, they put it all over, they tell everyone, The Rock's coming back, he's coming back this night. And I miss the good old days when you missed a wrestler so much from when they left for a while or they had an injury, and then you didn't expect it at all. And in the middle of a match, they just come out and you hear the music and everybody goes crazy. I feel like there's a lot that's been lost in wrestling.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, Gene. Yeah, wrestling is something I will always love, probably no matter how low it goes. Over the years I've gained interest in stuff like MMA and, other things, but wrestling is something I've watched since I was 4 years old when it came to guys like Scott Hall, The Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, of course, The Rock and Austin, DX, NWO, New Age Outlaws, just a bunch, and, I've just been watching for so long, and I love it, I've grown up with a passion with it, still do to a large extent, but things have changed kind of for the worst, and sure, they're kind of, people I pay homage to, like, right now in wrestling are guys like CM Punk, who are kind of trying to bring the attitude back to wrestling. And, if somebody could do it, I think he can. And, like, me and Gene had a discussion a few days ago talking about how they just, like, these gimmicks suck nowadays, man.
They really do.
They really do. I mean, freaking A, man. There's a guy named Hornswoggle. I mean, you might as well give that guy the freaking world title the way it's been looking. Del Rio, we got a freaking beaner as our champion who sucks. And no offense, I'm not a racist guy. I'm a huge fan of Rey Mysterio, but the way they're pushing this guy, he sucks. I mean, he's got a little bit of talent, but he's not world championship caliber. There's so many guys around that shit, like John Morrison, Daniel Bryan, etc. Like, guys like them who deserve the Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, and even the difference between, like, MMA and wrestling, it's World Wrestling Entertainment. So what's happening to the gimmicks and the storylines that they used to come up with? I mean, how good was it when Kane used to wear the mask and the Undertaker was the dead man and just the stuff they would do.
Yeah, Undertaker is very unpredictable. I know, like, from the late '90s, especially to the early 2000s, I love how he changed his gimmick up. Like, you could see like a revolution, like, back then. Now with the Undertaker, you get the same old Undertaker. Who another guy wrestles once a year, which I can kind of understand. The guy's getting old. This WrestleMania may very well be his last match, but
yeah, but I feel like it's losing people's interest. I mean, with the gimmicks and just the lack of storyline that used to catch people's eye, and people would go crazy. It's
like,
entertainment.
It is entertainment.
That,
Yeah, but I think they're like the edgier gimmicks, that were badass, like the Broody with Edge and Christian and Gangrel, the blood and etc. I mean, there's little kids watching. I understand that, but why not? You got two main shows. You got SmackDown, and of course you have Monday Night Raw. Why not make one show a PG show and one show a TV-14 show?
It's not a bad idea.
That's always crossed my mind too. I understand they're trying to reach out to the youth, to gain fans out of them. But me personally, I don't want to speak for today's society, but me and Jim, I'm pretty sure when we were kids, it was edgy back then. It was brutal back then.
Yeah.
I think these kids can handle it. There's much worse shit on TV.
Yeah, I mean, I understand kids trying to imitate what goes on in the ring, and there's certain injuries that happen because of that, but I mean, you got the video games too. You can, kids can play along with that as much as they want. I used to, and but we used to watch it when Mick Foley was falling through the top of it,
getting thrown off a fucking Hell in a Cell. That shit was
Hell
nuts. That shit was nuts.
On the thumbtacks. So
through the ring, all that shit. Like that's something else I missed. The hardcore title. If they were to bring honestly, if whoever's running the company, whether it's Laurinaitis, McMahon, Triple H, or Doofus' daughter, whatever the case may be, I think they should really consider, like the PG show and a TV-14 show. The TV-14 show, so we could get that stuff again, like those hardcore matches, just like the no-holds-barred matches, just an edgier show, which is entertaining to like us loyal wrestling fans who've been watching forever, And I'm sure plenty of you watching this at home.
Yeah, man. And wrestling's gonna continue, and it can always get better, and it can always get worse. And as a fan, you just look at the whole thing in one piece and realize, of course I'm gonna love it from the days when I was younger and watched it, and really looked up to these wrestlers in the ring a lot. But I mean, that's really it, and that's why we're back. We're gonna review wrestling, and we'll keep doing episodes, and we're gonna. I'm excited.
I'm excited as hell, and like Gene said, we're back, and you're gonna get the old wrestling in session, but you're gonna get more heartfelt stuff. There's a lot of stuff that especially towards the end, like I kind of held back on saying I didn't know how it would work out, but us wrestling fans, most of us want the same thing, and I feel as if I could express it to whether it's the WWE, Fan Nation, Ring of Honor, TNA. You all feel the same. You all have a passion for wrestling, just like me, Gene, Jay, DJ, whoever the case may be. And I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to have Gene along with me this time, and promise you, we got much more to come. I'm Chris.
I'm Gene Black. I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as you did before we took that break.
We're back.